Have you ever lain awake at midnight, staring at the ceiling, feeling that familiar pull to get up yet again? That frustration as you shuffle through the hallway for what feels like the fourth or fifth time? It's exhausting. Many people have been told that drinking a big cup of water right before bed is a healthy habit. But what if that simple routine is actually stealing the deep rest your body desperately needs? And even more concerning, what if those late-night trips increase your risk of a dangerous fall that could lead to fractures, hospital stays, and the loss of independence you've worked so hard to maintain? As a physician who has spent more than 30 years working with older adults, I can tell you this. The solution is not more simply drinking less water. That's far too basic. The real key, the one that can change your nights, involves eating a single inexpensive herb for 1 minute after dinner. And people just like you have already begun to see real results. One of them is Margaret, a former caregiver from the South. She told me she couldn't remember the last time she'd slept more than an hour at a stretch. After trying this method, she called my clinic just days later, her voice full of joy. She told me she slept 6 straight hours. 6 hours. That's the kind of shift we're aiming for. In this short presentation, I'm going to show you exactly what this herb is, why it works, how to use it correctly, and the 4 common mistakes that erase all the benefits. The last mistake is something I see constantly, and avoiding it will help keep you safe. But first, if you've ever struggled with those late-night bathroom urges, type "Indeed" in the comments. It helps others feel less alone, and it shows me we're on the same page. Now, let's begin. Why older adults wake up so often. Many of my patients walk into the office and say, "Doc, I guess this is just part of aging." They tell me they wake up twice, 3 times, even more. They assume it's normal or something they just have to accept. But they're missing the bigger picture. The real cause is a slow, subtle change inside the body involving a chemical messenger called antidiuretic hormone. Think of it as the internal signal that tells your kidneys nighttime has arrived. Slow down fluid production. When we reach our 60s, 70s, and beyond, we simply produce less of this signal. Without it, the kidneys keep working almost like it's daytime, creating more urine than your bladder can comfortably hold. And that bladder has changed too. In your younger years, it was flexible and could easily store nearly a pint of fluid before alerting your brain. But over time, it grows stiffer and more sensitive. Now it may only hold half a cup before sounding the alarm. That's barely more than a sip. The result? Frequent urges, the feeling of never fully emptying, and nights broken into tiny pieces that leave you drained in the morning. One of my patients, Thomas, a retired mechanic, told me waking up felt like starting an engine with no battery left. That morning exhaustion is the real burden. This isn't a disease, it's a normal change in the signaling system and the bladder itself. And once we understand that, we can help the body work with us, not against us. The overlooked herb LME. If the problem involves oversensitive bladder tissue and disrupted signaling, the ideal solution should be gentle, natural, and easy to use. Not another pill, not another complicated routine. And that's where LME comes in. In many Western kitchens, LME is viewed as a flavor for baked goods or seasonal dishes. But in parts of Asia, it's been honored for centuries as a deeply soothing remedy, sometimes even called the ruler of flavors. They understood what we are only now rediscovering, that LME has calming properties far beyond its taste. Why does this matter? Because nighttime disturbance is rarely just the bladder. It can be digestion, tension, or an overly alert nervous system. LME helps with each. It eases digestion after dinner, reduces internal pressure on the bladder, and carries natural compounds that promote relaxation and calm. One patient of mine, Victor from the Northern Lakes region, loved his seasonal desserts and started eating a single piece of LME after dinner. He didn't expect much, but he quickly noticed his stomach felt lighter and his sleep deeper. He's one of many who experience this. Why LME works. Some of you may be wondering, Can such a tiny herb really make a difference? Elemi contains powerful natural components, most notably eucalyptol and terpenine. These compounds act as gentle relaxants for the tissues lining the bladder. When that lining is tense or jumpy, it sends false signals to the brain that wake you up. By calming those tissues, Elemi helps the bladder hold more before triggering the urge. The compounds also help soothe the nervous system, those racing thoughts and worries that often surface once the house gets quiet. Many describe the effect as like dimming the lights for the brain. And there's the digestive benefit. A heavy meal pressing against the bladder can create nighttime urgency. Elemi supports smoother digestion, reducing gas, pressure, and bloating. Margaret described it perfectly. It felt like my bladder finally quieted down. How to use Elemi for 1 minute. Understanding Elemi is step 1, but using it correctly determines whether it works for you. Here's the simple 4-step method. 1. Timing. Take Elemi about 30 minutes after dinner and about 30 minutes before bed. This gives it time to start soothing the digestive system and calming the bladder before sleep. 2. Method. Use 1 or 2 pieces down of fresh Elemi. Do not swallow whole. Gently crack them with your teeth and chew slowly. Let the aroma release. Hold the chewed pieces in your mouth for about a minute before swallowing. This allows the compounds to be absorbed directly through the mouth's lining. Try quantity. More is not better. 1 or 2 pieces are enough. Too many can slightly irritate the stomach. Gear 4. Pairing. Combine the ritual with something calming, slow breathing, dimming the lights, or gentle stretching. Remember Brenda from the Southern Plains? She was taking 5 pieces right before bed and washing them down with a drink. Once she changed to 2 pieces, chewed slowly 30 minutes before bedtime, no drink, she began sleeping 5 hours straight within 2 weeks. And 1 source. Common mistakes that cancel the benefits. Let's walk through the 4 biggest mistakes. Mistake number 1. Drinking a full glass of water after taking Elemi. It immediately refills the bladder and undoes the calming effect. If you must drink with medications, take only small sips. Mistake number 2. Eating heavy, spicy, or salty dinners. Greasy meals, pickled foods, and spicy dishes irritate the bladder and trigger thirst. Elemi works best after lighter, easily digested meals. Mistake number 3. Inconsistent timing. Skipping nights or changing the time confuses the body. Consistency builds the rhythm your bladder needs. Mistake number 4. Expecting instant results. Your bladder and signaling pathways need time to adjust. Most people begin noticing improvements between 10 and 21 days. Susan from the Midwest saw nothing at first, but by day 12, she woke only once. And by week 3, she slept 6 hours uninterrupted. Supporting habits that boost Elemi's effect. Elemi works even better when paired with simple supportive habits. Choose lighter dinners, grilled fish or chicken, vegetables, soups, grains. The heart diet. Sleep on your left side with a small pillow between the knees to reduce pressure on the bladder. Keep your bedroom cool around 65 to 68 degrees to prevent sweating and thirst. Take a short morning walk to move any fluid buildup in the legs before evening. These small adjustments create the ideal environment for calmer nights. Machi water. Questions and safety tips. People often ask if Elemi is too warming. In small nightly amounts, 1 or 2 pieces. It is gentle and well tolerated. If you take blood pressure or blood sugar medications, consult your doctor first, but most people use it safely. And remember, give it time. Your system adapts gradually. In conclusion, think of Margaret, Thomas, and countless others who felt trapped by restless nights. What they regained wasn't just sleep. It was energy for morning walks, clarity for reading or puzzles, the ability to enjoy social moments without dragging through the day. You are not powerless. Sometimes the simplest, most natural tools are already in your pantry. Now I'd like to hear from you. What small promise will you make to yourself tonight? Maybe I'll try Elemi, or I'll have my last drink earlier. Share it in the comments. We all support one another here. If this helped you, tap like. To join our community and receive more guidance, subscribe. And if you know someone who struggles the way you have, share this with them. It might change their nights too. Thank you for spending these minutes with me. Stay well, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video.